COTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli, during a press briefing today, called upon President Uhuru Kenyatta to assent into law the finance bill seeking to suspend implementation of the 16% VAT on petroleum products for a further 2 years.
We are circumstantially compelled to appeal to President Uhuru Kenyatta with immediate effect to sign that that finance bill that was recently debated in Parliament, and make sure that 16% on VAT is suspended, not for 2 years, but forever.
Atwoli said that the implementation of the tax has further burdened the ordinary mwananchi by raising the cost of living, and warned that he may call on workers countrywide to protest the new fuel levy.
I want to ask President Uhuru, if it is in his interest that COTU should organize workers throughout the country to go on strike because of this. Because life is becoming unbearable. If other organizations like private transporters of petrol went on strike, what makes this government think that Kenyans can't stand up for their rights once and for all? We don't want to take that route, but we want amicable solution by the Kenyan government.
He urged the government to look for alternative ways of raising the funds rather than raising Kenyan tax burden.
Somebody suggested today, paper, that instead of taxing poor Kenyans, ordinary Kenyans who cannot now access transport, the matatu fares have gone up, everything has gone up, because when you touch petrol, you have touched the life of a normal Kenyan in this country. Why couldn't the Kenya government look for another alternative of taxation? For those people who are importing big slick cars, for those people who are doing magendo, and for those people who have their money outside this country, for those people who have stashed their money in their houses, they should be heavily taxed, because Kenya government knows who has money in the house.
He further urged the Cabinet Secretary for Labor and Social Services, Kuru Yatani, to gazette the 5% increment of the minimum wage that he announced during this year's Labor Day celebrations, which will go a long way in alleviating the economic burden that the citizenry is currently facing.
I'm appealing to the current Minister for Labor, Kuru Yatani, to be a little bit proactive. Let him be seen that he was appointed to take care of welfare of workers. Because you cannot announce, he's the one who announced 5% on behalf of His Excellency the President. And he's the one who is mandated by gazettement of the same. And he has stayed on the 5%, 5 months, he has not gazetted. Kenyan workers are suffering, and that 5% will go a long way to assist them, and the minister must gazette that with immediate effect.
As more voices are added to call on for the suspension of the 16% value-added tax, all eyes are now peeled on the president's next course of action. For BrandPlus TV Business News, I am Elsa Atieno.